Check out the manners on this one.
Nice to meet you.
That was pretty cute, right? Hello and welcome back to Bug Realms. On this channel we like to discuss all things creepy crawly, so if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. So I've got something quick to say before we get on to the scorpion. There's going to be some big changes happening. I am actually going to be selling the scorpion to a friend of mine, which is why we're featuring it now, and there are going to be other things I am selling on. One of which is my Uricantha calcarata. So in this tank here has housed for many generations, I think 5 to 6 years worth, way before I did YouTube, of my Uricantha calcarata. Up here is a jungle nymph, sub-adult female and adult male. Don't want to mix jungle nymphs in with other things or Uricantha normally, guys, but the reason they're in there is this is the most suitable home for them right now. But I'm planning on finding all my Uricantha and passing them on after all this time. So yes, by trading on the Uricantha I can make it a purely jungle nymph home, the H. dilatata, and I can breed them because I have failed breeding them in the past. I had over that dehydrated, and I've made the perfect environment within that tank. So I would like to progress with H. dilatata instead of E. calcarata, which I have thoroughly enjoyed, but it's time for a change. I'm going to be passing on some of my fossorial teas because I don't get much enjoyment out of keeping fossorials. And I'm basically making space. And why am I making space? Because I've decided I want to pursue a lot more breeding than just being a keeper. And part of it is because I've been feeling kind of cruel having certain animals that don't have that chance to carry on the cycle of life, that haven't had that opportunity because they're captive bred and I haven't had a partner for them. So that's one side, and another side is it would help fund the channel a little bit more too. If I could breed more things, more different animals, and pass them on, sell them to maybe subscribers at a reduced rate, patrons at a heavily reduced rate. I'm not greedy, I'm not trying to be a trader, I'm not trying to make a fortune, but it would be nice to have that additional income to getting some nicer animals in the collection, some things, some dream tarantulas, some dream stick insects, the things that I haven't been able to afford since starting out basically. And it's just a goal of mine. It's just a goal of mine to experience all sorts of animals and the raising of all sorts of animals. I'm also considering bulk buying slings to increase my chances of male to female ratio. Once I get a couple of pairs, anything left over sling wise, I can then pass on to you guys in either giveaways or sell them at reduced rates. So that's all I'm going to talk about in regards to that, but let me know what you think below. I think it's the right thing to do for the animals, and I think it would be more fun for you guys if I could bring in that bit of extra money and be able to provide you with better equipment, better visuals, better everything. You know what I mean? But let's have a look at the scorpion we're actually passing on. So here is Komorebi, where we'll feature the scorpion for today. If I move the camera just down here, sorry about any clicking noises, this is my scorpion's enclosure. If I were to lift this bark, our scorpion is just here. Ooh. So there it is. Now I don't want to anger the scorpion too much, but I would like to get some shots of it before it goes away to its new owner. So I'm going to go and place this on Komorebi and we'll see what kind of angles we can get. So for anyone wondering, this is the Petrometris petersii, or petersii, however you'd prefer to say it. And it's a part of the Asian forest scorpion family. Rule of thumb with scorpions, guys, is big pincer and smaller tail is less venom potency, less dangerous for you. And look at the whopping pincers on these. Now although the tail does seem pretty big, the pincer to tail ratio is quite significant, and these don't really pack too much of a punch. But I still don't want to be stung by this one. Now by taking a bird's eye view, you can see it actually looks like it's got boxing gloves. You can really see the power behind those pincers there. Now we won't be able to get feeding footage if that's what you were hoping for. This scorpion goes a long time without feeding, and I actually did try and feed it on the camera and it didn't even give any sort of entertaining response. So we're not keeping that clip in. So as I moved there, he sensed something. If I were to touch the moss near him, you can see how he'll always follow where the vibration is and go into defense. Almost alien looking, aren't they, when you get a closer appearance? Pretty cool though, right? Now, I'm not one of those YouTubers that likes to agitate their animals for views. I could really annoy this scorpion and probably get some awesome angry footage for you, but that's not what I'm about. That's not what this channel is all about. And if abusing animals is more your thing, then there's various channels you can actually check out for that. Mine's never going to be one. However, this is more research purposes, so that you can see I'm not actually causing any strain to the scorpion. This is like a hunting response as well as a defense response. So what it can actually do is just sense things, and it's getting ready in case there's a predator to defend itself or to attack if it's prey. I'm not sure how well you can see the stinger of the scorpion now. That tail is really impressive looking. In fact, the whole scorpion's pretty impressive looking. I've always liked the Asian forest look, but unfortunately you just don't see them that much. They're not really a display species. You can sometimes catch them out at night, but mine spends most of its time tucked away in a burrow. Now, I actually went to go and pick the scorpion up then to put it back in its home, and it went in a really big defense mode. So rather than picking it up by the tail, I think I'm actually going to cup this one and we're going to get it back in. Something I did notice before we go. There's the Cambridge eye. So all my Salmopius video, you didn't get to see it very well. There it is. Glorious looking, right? That's the perfect word for an adult female Cambridge eye. Glorious. She is glorious. Maybe we should call her Gloria. Comment below and give me a thumbs up if you think we should call this Cambridge eye Gloria. Right. See how the scorpion is actually nothing in size compared to the Cambridge eye. Oh dear. Right. Let's get this moody one back in its home. So there's a hand size comparison for you. And as I said, we don't want to stress it out. So I'm simply going to tilt, slide it in, like so. So this will be the last we see of this scorpion. As you guys might think, that's an awesome pet to be able to show, and it was nice to be able to film this one on Komorebi. As I said, it's just not out very much. Now, for those of you wondering why I didn't decide to just breed this scorpion as a part of my breeding project, well, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how old it is. I don't have a great deal of information on it. And yeah, I'd rather have a little bit more knowledge, and it's wild caught too. So I'd rather go continuously captive breeding animals that are already captive bred. I'm just got to adjust this because it doesn't like the light being in at all. There we go. As I was about to put my camera back on the stand here, my tripod, I noticed this one's out. My velvet spider, gift from Peter Webster. Adult female. Beautiful. Well, that's that then. The last time we will feature the HP2C or Peter-Si on this channel. But it has given me quite a bit of excess room here for more tanks or something new to go into that tank. I'm actually keeping the tank and they're only taking the scorpion for that own enclosure. Oh my god, my Balfour's out. There they are, folks. Sorry about the glare. And you can see that's my biggest Balfour there, and the slightly smaller one in the burrow. I would lift the glass, but it'll probably run away. So it seems like everything I couldn't feature before is actually coming out now. Cool. Last thing I want to say is a massive thank you. I'm not being 100% happy with the last 4 or 5 videos, and I know I keep bringing this up and I'm not trying to be an excuse maker, but vape or not, I'm struggling with the giving up smoking. and I'm finding my concentration to be off, my hands to be a bit more shaky. I'm easy to stress. Obviously we've had the video where I've had to rant, and basically I've been struggling, and all of these videos, the last 5, have been recorded in 1 week, the first week of me giving up smoking. All of the last 5, including this one. So that's why they haven't been quite as good in my eyes anyway. So if you have been sticking around and watching, thank you so much, and they will get to better quality. I just need to get over this, and this is one reason I'm filming in advance, so that I can completely kick this habit and be a non-smoker. So if you want to see what else dwells in the realm, folks, make sure to pop back weekly for multiple videos. Again, thanks for bearing with me. See you in the next one, where I'll be wearing a different t-shirt. Take care everyone, bye bye.